Hey guys, what's up? Samurai Bird here. Still raining, man, so I ain't been able to chop anything. So I'm gonna do some sword repair, and I figure I'd get you guys all involved. Um, please get involved in my drama, please. It's not drama, really. So this is a Ryansword, laminated blade. It's really nice. And one would say, well, Samurai Bird, would you have to fix anything on a $500 sword? Well, now, the way I term it, there's custom and there's custom made. A custom sword would be something that I ordered the color of the Ito wrap, I ordered the color of the Semigawa, the ray skin, what kind of sai it had, what style of blade. But the blade was made, or this was made, and then that was made, and then the blade was made. None of the parts are made to fit the blade. A custom made sword would be something I would say they made the blade, then they made this handle. They made this handle to fit this tang specifically, and made this saya to specifically fit that blade. That's a custom made sword to me. That's that's the difference of the words to me. That's what that means. This is not a custom made sword. This is a somewhat of a, actually was an in-stock model. You know what? I'm not even going to tell you because I want to do a review on it. So you're just going to have to wait, man. This is a repair video, not a review video. What am I doing? All right, so it is a Ryansword, though. It's a laminated blade. It's really nice. It's one of my favorites. But there's a little problem. Now, when I got it, it was fine. But after a little bit of use, the handle, it didn't make any noise. Well, no, it did pop a little bit. The tang inside there was loose. Which, this is the only sword that I have that's done that. So I didn't, I don't really understand that. I got cheaper swords that don't, but that's the luck of the draw of having a sword made in China. A custom sword, not a custom made sword. So, there you go. Yeah, so what I did, I made another video and I hadn't tried this, so it was an experimental, and it didn't really, I kind of overdid it, so I figured out what I did wrong, and so I wouldn't be passing on misinformation. I'm making a new video to show you what I did, and I think this will be a much more proper way, a proper fix. So what I did, I grabbed some, I think this is 120 grit sandpaper, and I stuck it on the Haas side, the blade side, the edge side, not the spine of the tang, and got a couple pieces on the end, just because I think it's loose down here in the end of it. I think that's where I was feeling it. And it wasn't doing it, this way. It was just when I went to side, which you don't cut that way anyway. So it was kind of, it wasn't a bad thing that happened. I'm sure it happens. But so now I'm going to put this back together. I know it does work because I had it in there and it was just fine. So it tightened it up and everything, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So, if you have this problem, there's a good fix for it. But I am going to snug it up a little bit, put another piece right on the end, just for safety measures, just to make sure it's nice and snug. I'm pretty sure it was, but this couldn't hurt. I hope I'm not overdoing it, though. That's kind of what I was doing before. Was the other video I was just overdoing it. It wasn't working. And the other thing is, I don't want this to get stuck down in here next time. So this solved that problem. I stuck that down in there first to get wait, let me make sure I got this on the right side. So if it's in there like that, that would be like that. See, I was putting it backwards. See, gotta watch it. I don't know what on my other phone. Yeah, so see, now this is the problem with my phone, guys, is I got two phones. One has service and no internet. The other has internet and no service. I broke my phone, and Apple or AT&T can't get their crap together, and I got to suffer for it. So that's why I'm going through all these phone deals. Let me turn that off. All right. So, all right. Let's get back to the video. All right. Sorry. All right. Yeah. Good thing I checked that because I was putting it on there backwards. And like I said, I don't want this to be stuck down in there. I want to be able to take that out when I check on the tang, or or have to do anything. I don't want a piece of paper stuck down in there, which is almost what I did before. So that was a bad thing. So this, I'm shoving it down in there just far enough. I can pull it out with that if I need to. So that would be a, and you don't want, actually, you know what? Let me actually put it in like this so it gets in the right spot. Yeah, it's a little off. I guess I timed it just right last time, so we'll see if this... Yeah. I want to get it just right so it's not all hanging off there. So let's just cut the end of it off if we need to. Well, there. Oh, my boxing earring else slid down. Okay, so got that. And no sound. It's nice and snug. Exactly what I wanted it to do. Make sure my holes are cleared. And this sword, can't really do it. But usually I'll use a whole stick at first. And clip the end off here. And just use it that way. And this is how I do it. I usually just stick the whole thing through and clip the end, and you're good. Man, did I forget to spray that with WD-40? I did, didn't I? Let's let's do that first before we get too crazy. Now that I figured out how it goes on. Okay. Yeah, I don't like rust on my tang or anywhere on my sword, of course, but I don't like it on the tang. I know it. Most I check them usually when the first thing I get them, and I'll use a little sanding block and just sand the rust down. Actually, that's probably how it got loose from me doing that. Because sometimes if there's a lot of burrs on it, I'll even file the burrs down just because I don't like it scraping on the handle and damaging the handle later. I'd rather it being loose now and me fix it like this than have that burr move around and scrape the inside of the tsuka, the inside of the handle, and just be loose later on, or cause more damage or cause it to crack from the inside. So I think this is a better way to do it. I don't know, I could be wrong, like most of the time, but so there you go. I'm gonna put these pins back in here, and we'll make sure it doesn't crazily move around, and hopefully if it ain't raining tomorrow, I can chop some stuff up, or more specifically, bamboo, or I do have some tatami mats soaking, so we'll see if I can. See if it stops raining. There's one. Sand the edge down a little bit. Make it pretty. Shark goes into the hole, comes out of the cave, back into the hole, back in the hole again. Ain't too good, is it, Chief? You know what? Is that the same peg I used a minute ago? I guess it is, huh? Well, it's going to be nice and snug, I'm afraid. All right, there we go. Wow, that sucker's in there. Wow. And bada boom. Let's shave that off a little bit. Oh, man, that's sawdust all in there. Well, that's not real pretty, is it? All right. Tap that down in there a little bit. All right, good to go. It seems like it's, I hear that tape in there popping. Well, I did. I don't hear nothing now, but it's not moving at all. At all. So, you know, awesome. Apparently I do know my stuff every once in a while. Yes. And there you go. Whoops. That's there's my Ryansword model 1136, I do believe. Laminated 1095. I call her tsuka. So yeah. She's a real beauty. And now she's silent. All right, thanks guys. Hope you learned something. Because I know I didn't. All right, later.